From the top.
I'm going to play it off like nothing happened. Welcome back, fight fans. I'm Ami Poli Fung. Third time's the charm. I know how to unmute my mic. I made a bet with Romeo. I told, this is the first time we've cast together, Romeo and I. And I said before the show, Romeo, I guarantee you there is a 100% chance that one of us will forget to unmute our mics during the show. Because it's just, I don't know why it's so hard, but it's just, you don't expect to have to worry about that in particular with all the other things you're interested in, like the game and the score. Speaking of which, we got an update on the score. It turns out that Jesulin is up 2-1. So we're going into Game 4, and we now know that Jesulin is up 2-1. So that means that Jesulin won the first 2 games in a row, didn't he? He won both games on Kolodny Ferma Summer. And he was leading 2-0 when we went into Faymonville. And then Cruzz was, he had his back up against the wall. That was an elimination game that we just witnessed. Cruzz won as OKV, and so now the score is looking a little more like he might have a chance. So Jesulin will have the opportunity to close it out as OKV in this next game 4 of the semifinals. Romeo, I know how to unmute my mic. The rookies.
I know you do.
The rookie hasn't done it yet. I'm with Marcus. I'm with Ipkai. I'm like, unmute, dude. I'm like, dude, unmute. But Romeo here. Romeo's got the hang of it, man. He's a quick learner.
I've got this super overpowered headset with this little that tells me when I'm muted.
You just tap your head. He's got like computer. You just tap. All right. Well, without further ado, guys, we want to take you right back into the game. We can't get too far behind or we might miss something. So come on in. Game 4 is already underway. This is Jesulin versus Cruzz. Here we go. Let me make sure I bring some soundtrack in. I think it might be running already. Is it? All right. Yes, everything's fine. And we will unpause presently. All right, guys, go. There it is. All right, right at the end of Stefenfu's Season 5. No, that was Season 4 fight song. All right, Fog of War is off. Romeo, how about you do the introductions and I make the crowd noises?
Okay, sure. In the southeast base, we have, for the first time in a series that we're actually going to get to see, Jesulin playing as Oberkommando West, #1 seed in the tournament. We're all super excited to see his Axis performance against Cruzz. I already said his name. Jesulin!
All right.
And in the northwest base, #4 seed, representing the Soviets, blue color, we have Cruzz! I hope I brought enough enthusiasm this time. I mustered a lot for that.
Enthusiasm was okay. Word order, maybe not so tight, but it's all right. First time, I'll give you a little grace period. It's okay. We can work on it. We got more games to cast. We can work on it. While this is happening, guys, we have Love Nest and OMG Pop in the other semifinal, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling strong. I think after we do these series, we can go download some replays and start from the beginning and show you OMG Pop and Love Nest. If you're up for it, Romeo Montague, if you're up for it.
No, I'm gonna take a nap.
You're going to nap? You're going to leave me to solo cast?
No, I'm absolutely up for it.
You're up for
I have
it.
tons of stamina left. I did 11 games yesterday. I'm just getting started.
All right, this ain't nothing to you. There's an additive effect, though, of doing 11 games like day after day after day.
Oh, well, I don't intend to do it on Monday. I'm going to work
We
tomorrow.
might have 11 to cast, There's the third place game. It's going to be a best of 5 for $150, and then there's the grand final, of course, which is going to be a best of 5. So there will be lots of stuff to cast tomorrow as well. But so you're saying you got to work. All right. Well, I'll phone a friend then. I'll see who can co-cast those games with me. I'll see what I can drum up.
As far as tech, Jesulin hasn't built his truck yet. He went with 3 Folks Grenadier start. Cruzz, on the other hand, opening with Tier 2 and is already purchasing a Maxim after his second conscript squad.
This is different. We get a different soundtrack, now that we're not on Samosky. In the Samosky, you get the the original Russian soundtrack, but now that we're on Faymonville, which is a Western Front map, we get the Western Front soundtrack.
Maxim is making its way out of the base. He spawned in the south rally point, so I guess maybe he's going to try and go for his cutoff. Pretty aggressive cutoff move there by Jesulin.
He is in deep. Man, OKV has had so much map in the early games of these fights.
Which is kind of surprising in the sense that they never get a Kuba wagon. So you'd think that without that ability to suppress, they'd struggle against the more numerous Soviet conscripts. But whenever the Soviet player techs, they spend that little extra bit of manpower on the tech structure, and it gives the Overcommando West player one more squad than they have generally.
Yeah, and without the Kuba wagon, they've got more capping power. Wow, look at the XP! Oh my goodness!
Wow.
It's a 6-shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in succession. All conscripts are dead.
That's what happens when you've been playing all day and you're up against Jesulin, you know? That is mentally taxing. You just start making little mistakes and that's what starts happening.
Yeah, we saw Cruzz just give his all to get by Barton. Those were just awesome fights. I'm sure, you know, no offense to Vindicare, but I bet that Jesulin didn't have such a difficult time. You know, he didn't have to play the SNF5 champ, Barton. Cruzz had a struggle in the last round, and I'm sure that fatigue must be setting in just a bit.
But I mean, even without considering the fatigue from their quarterfinal games, this is game 4 of the semifinals, and they're obviously at least a semi-even match. Both of them have won at least one game. Nobody's getting stomped here, so this is a
game 1 was
mental...
sick too. And game 1 was epic. It was a great game. The micro was just insane. It was furious.
And they probably know that they're live in front of 1,000 viewers. Like, the pressure could not be more on right now.
We appreciate each and every one of you viewers. We're really glad you came out to support this tournament and check out what we're doing. I hope that we gain some follows today. Push the big button on Twitch and follow us. If you really like what we do and you want to throw some money our direction, you can become a subscriber for the obnoxiously expensive price of $4.99 a month, which we have no control over, by the way. That's just the stock Twitch subscriber fee. And with it, all you get is the knowledge that you're helping us out and supporting the scene, and you can make emoticons in chat.
Shock troops awaiting deployment.
You can see the strength of this house as it swallows up Maxim fire. You know, we used to think that Maxims were a good counter against houses, but those Sturm Pioneer have been in there forever, and only one dude died.
Yeah, at that range, a Maxim's not going to cut it. You need to close in for a Molotov, but even a Molotov won't necessarily, like, it's just random, honestly, depending on, you know, how the flame crits work. Sometimes they don't even seem to do that much damage, especially in the house of this size.
Well, Cruzz had his back up against the wall last game, and he managed to grab a win. He's definitely... Oh, right. He's pushing behind these shock troops.
Oh, that grenade just wiped a conscript squad. Did you see that?
Yeah, that was painful, man. You know, Cruzz needs every ounce, and, you know, already he's just suffered 2 squad wipes. That really, it's hard to see.
I know. It's the last game all over again. Overcommando West just dominating, although it looks like the shock troops squad might get a lucky wipe here. Maybe not.
Shock troops have arrived.
As the conscripts are still crawling around over by the wall. Poor saps. Alright. Cruzz getting very brave. He's probably bitten off more than he can chew. He gets a grenade off, but, you know, Jesulin moves away. Wow, he doesn't even lose a single Sturm Pioneer. Another squad of shock troops coming out for Cruzz. What kind of tech do you expect from Jesulin?
Well, he's already got
there it is.
4 up.
Obersoldaten's coming.
Obersoldaten are on the way, so... no big surprise. Jesulin has chosen to beef off of ground forces. I don't know if Jesulin has access to fortifications. But I mean, it's quite obvious that he's chosen it for the MG34. The MG34 is just huge. We see it every single game. It's basically seems to be a feature that OKW just can't live without.
Cruzz trying to push in the south. He's got a couple of infantry squads and a Maxim team harassing down there. They're going to see if they can lower the ammo. Those flags take a long time to bring down and up. They go much slower than the strategy points.
Assembled and ready.
Yeah, you know, this seems like they both seem a bit fatigued. Do you remember the game against Barton? You remember game 1 of this contest? The map was just constantly flashing everywhere. Well, that's slowing down just a bit, isn't it?
It is slowing down. Oh, geez, this demo charge could be bad.
Cruzzy resisting to press it too early. Now he's got the great chance. Hit it, buddy, hit it! Oh, what up?
What?
Why? No, why?
I guess he just doesn't think that an unvetted, unupgraded Volkswagen in your squad is worth it. Maybe he just wants to wait for a better opportunity.
He's saving it for something better? Wow, okay.
That's, I mean, he was watching. He was obviously watching.
Yeah, obviously. He just microed those squads.
So, he made that choice. That wasn't like a miss micro.
Yeah. All right, those shock troops are in real deep. Wow, but they're starting to evaporate. Man, the green cover of that wall, enjoyed by many an Okabe player. It was good that Cruzzy left when he did, because the Obersoldaten were about to set up, and that would have been lights out for that squad.
Lux is about to hit the field as well. Lux, I should say.
The Panzer II, the Lux. Got to do the hard U, Lux, Lux. If you want to learn how to pronounce anything, just watch Love Nest's stream and listen to how he says everything. He's got the genuine German pronunciation. Stug, Lux, leichte Infanterie. Yeah. My German's okay. I learned a few things from my son, actually. I was trying to figure out how to say something, and he had the perfect pronunciation of it. His German is, of course, perfect. Unlike mine. But I try. You know, I got a PM from Fnatic. He's a German caster, and he's going to do some of these games in German from this tournament. So that's pretty cool. Look
I
for
got
those.
a PM from a Russian caster as well.
Did you? Great.
Yeah.
You can see how this house just swallows up fire, even from the looks. The MG crew is still hanging out. Oh, slowly but surely.
On its way.
Trying to withstand the damage just long enough for the field gun to set up. Oh, Cruzzy, might be time to leave. They do get one shot in. Now it's time to get that MG out. They do have a Pippa Vet. That's something worth saving. The Lux is going to back out of the cone of fire of the 76mm field gun. Yes, I think both of them have slowed down significantly. You can just tell. I mean, the Lux took one shot, but hey, he doesn't need to back out of the battle. He could go flank, you know, he could go stop harassment on the wings.
He is getting some repairs up first, though. Yeah, I also think it's interesting that Jesulin's not doing as well as I think he could be, considering he has wiped all of Cruzz's conscripts.
Cruzz doesn't have a single conscript squad left. Amazing. Wow. How many did he build?
He only made 2 before transitioning into Tier 2. But it just gives him, you know, that's a big advantage, wiping 2 squads early on, yet the map is still split perfectly in half.
I think, yeah, it is pretty half and half.
Jesulin does have some nice harassment happening in the south, however, from those folks Grenadiers. Cruzz doesn't really, like I said, conscripts are dead. Cruzz doesn't have anything that can respond to that right now. Nice usage of those looks in the north.
All right, the Lux has been retasked into the center, where a bunch of flamethrowers, squads, and engineers are trying to cap up some territory. Cruzz is going to need a break for this squad to survive its retreat, and he does not get it. He's trying to get out of the cone of fire this Maxim.
That's 3 wipes for Jesulin, no wipes for Cruzz.
That would be a nice pop-up counter, right? Squad wipes, or lost full units.
That would be.
Units lost. Full units lost. A little pop-up, just showing.
You should email Relic right now. It's genius.
Well, man, it's only from using this mode at the highest level do we discover what we want and what we could do. Epkai and I were campaigning a bit for a little telestrator, right? We'd love to be able to draw on the screen. Wouldn't that be nice?
Well, I don't know. That you can do that with third-party tools. You don't need Relic to do that for you.
Yeah. Let's see. Can I ping if I like Control A? No.
No, you can't. Pinging might be.
I can't ping in observer mode. It's Control A, right?
Yeah, it is Control A.
I can't do it. Field gun down to 2 men. Second field gun is out. Wow, a lot of anti-tank from Cruzz. He's pushing forward with this 2-man Zis gun. Nope. Decided to change his mind. This fight's becoming very scrappy. This is an intense battle. Lots of dudes are dying. These shock troops are all walking right into MG34 fire. Is that a stolen Maxim? It is. And Cruzz is being forced to pull out. This Maxim has been ordered to retreat ages ago, but they're just not doing it.
I think Cruzz might be on his last legs. I mean, he has 260 fuel, but he's still 2 points away from even getting a KV-8.
Yes, Jesulin is looking very comfortable. Trying to punch his ticket to the grand finals of this event that will take place hopefully tomorrow, as long as both players are available to play them. Oh, look at those Obersoldaten at long range picking off dudes from the field gun.
Oh, there goes the demo charge.
He got a Volks Grenadier squad, yeah?
Yeah, no upgrade on that squad though. Vet 1, he was at 3 men when it died. Not a huge return on investment, but Cruzz, I mean, he needs all the squad wipes he can get at this point.
The looks has proved effective. He's got 17 infantry kills, and nobody's really challenging him. Jesulin's done a great job to avoid these 2 AT guns. Oh no, Shocks are in trouble. Oh, funny retreat path. They decided to go around the fence right through all those Volksgrenadiers. And man, Jesulin just has complete infantry control of the center. There's only this MG behind the red truck to deal with. And these Zis guns don't get any successful shots off. Well, they did get a couple hits in, but they're not going to be able to kill that looks. They just don't have any chase down and eliminate. And now they're being flanked by just a ton of infantry, and this could be the knockout punch.
Ooh, nice mine.
Good mine. Very good mine. The MG is really quick to reset up if he can do it. Sometimes just A moving it is lucky. Yeah, he's sprinting his MG to try to get into a better position. The shock troops come and help. Cruzz, he's trying to stay alive.
Infantry attacking in force.
Looks is repaired. The AT guns are behind this big wall of trees and hedges. No threat. Let's look at the graphs real quick. The 2 graphs that I'm most interested in are, of course, army value, where we see Jesulin's colossal lead, and points held, which paints a similar picture.
Minesweeper's going to see this demo charge here in the south. It's a real shame. Cruzz can't really afford that not to pay off.
Now he's going to try to destroy it with the looks. This could take a while, though, right? As we discovered in other games. Oh,
or not.
Not when you're Jesulin. When you're Jesulin, things go your way. That's just how it is. Sprints into the palatial house. Wow, there's a huge hole missing from the front. Okay, this is Cruzz's perhaps last stand. He's pushing forward. He gets a great blow against the looks, and it's going to fall.
Nice.
Beautiful long-range shot to finish the looks before it's able to squirt away. So Cruzz hanging in there. He builds a 3rd AT gun. He just doesn't have the... Well, let's see. I guess he's trying to survive to IS-2. He doesn't think the KV-8... Well, I don't know. Wouldn't the KV-8 be, wouldn't be strong right now?
Yeah, it would be strong right now, but I mean, Jesulin's had insane map control. There's gonna be like Panthers or King Tigers or something here soon. He can't throw all of his resources into anti-infantry, or he won't be able to stop the tanks.
Insane fight to the death between Sturm Pionera and Shock Troops, and the Sturm Pionera are gonna win it, of course. And the Shock Troops retreat towards Jesulin's base. Did you see that? What?
Yeah.
And now another squad. Oh my God, these Sturm Pioneers just owned everything. Poor Cruzz, he's trying to save the lives of his AT guns and winds up losing 2 squads in the south to Sturm Pionera. Yeah, Cruzz is desperate now.
That was devastating.
Oh man, the Obersoldaten at range are just gonna enjoy this. Okay, he does call the KB-8 out.
I think that's desperation right there.
Yep.
He has no choice, I guess. He needs to like wipe 6 squads with this thing.
And you know, Jesulin sees it. There's no surprise element. Jesulin, look at all the running Axis infantry. They're all fleeing. These dudes are not retreating though. They're just soft. Where are they going? I don't know what they're doing. Okay, finally they do retreat.
He's staggering his retreat so that he doesn't end up in one giant clumped blob in his base.
I see.
That could be like the worst possible thing for him.
Smart. Well, you know, Cruzz is doing his best to cap behind the KB-8 push. You can see the map flashing. He's capping with everything he got. He takes out one MG-34. This is the Shrek'd up squad he's got to deal with. Oh boy, wow, so much damage to the KB-8 so quickly.
KB-8 makes a good impact, but I don't think it's enough.
All right, well this VP struggle is actually pretty important. Cruzz is down to 48. He just stopped the drain.
He's still 50 fuel from his, or no, not 20 fuel from his IS-2. But, so he's really gated by manpower, not fuel. And the Panthers here.
Oh boy. Oh boy. That's going to be it for the KB-8. 1,115 XP. Panther just looking like a badass, and that is G.
And that's going to mean Cruzz is eliminated from the tournament, correct?
That is correct. Jesulin is on to the finals. He is the first one to punch his seat in the final. Congratulations, our Spanish #1 seed. The Allies win. The Axis wins. Sorry. Okay, everybody, that's our first semifinal in the books. Jesulin takes it down 3-1, defeating Cruzz. He will be our first finalist. He wins his top bracket. He will go on to face the winner of Love Nest versus OMG Pop, and we're going to bring you that next. But before we do, Romeo, I need to eat something, man. I'm dying. I'm like living on sugar and Snickers.
Didn't you just eat?
I ate like a cookie. No, I mean, I didn't have time to cook anything. I need to eat some actual food. So the next games are going to be cast from replays. So let's take like a 20 or 30-minute break. Is that okay with you, Romeo?
That's fine with me.
All right, let's say half an hour. I really need some time to make some pasta or something. All right, it's 11 o'clock now, Central European time. We're going to be back at 11:30 to bring you the other best of 5 semifinals between OMG Pop and Love Nest. Don't spoil yourself. Don't look on the forums. And moderators, invisible any spoilers that people throw out in chat. I personally have no idea. I hope I can manage to grab the replays without figuring out who won. And who knows, you know, actually, if we do it now, if we're quick, there's a good chance they're still in game. So there's a good chance they're still playing right now. So we'll try to go grab those replays, organize everything, and we'll see you all in half an hour. Be back later.